Hey, if you're on TikTok, I welcome you to once again another Saturday for a live Q&A about teaching in the US. So, if you are new here, the name is Yao Abre. I'm a teacher here in South Carolina, and I teach art in middle school. So, I came to South Carolina last year on a cultural exchange program. And a cultural exchange program is a program that was initiated by U.S. Department of State for international teachers or international people to come and exchange their culture with people in the U.S. So on this program, the U.S. government will issue to you a J-1 visa. A J-1 visa would last you 3 to 5 years here in the U.S. And after that program, if you want to stay in the U.S., there is also another route you can go through. So that's what this page is all about. And if you see me here today, we always do a live questions and answers every Saturday. So if you have any question, you will drop in the comment section so that I read it out, then we answer them. I have someone I would also want to invite to join me in uh, this Saturday's edition. He's also a teacher here in the US. I've even interviewed him before on my YouTube channel. He's very, very knowledgeable in this field as well. He's older than me in terms of this cultural exchange program. So he has spent 3 years, getting to 4 years, and I am nearing my 2 years. So he has a lot of experience in it, and also he has been able to also assist people in the application process to several agencies. So I'm gonna invite him. He will join us very soon. Then we start. Let me do that. So kindly hold on. Let me connect him. What's up? Okay. Okay. Mhm. So even before he joined, if you have any question, you can just drop it in the comment section. And please share it to others out there to also join. I have a Telegram page where other teachers from all over Africa are on, and most of them are helping to answer questions in case I'm busy within the week. So if you want to have live assistance, there are people on TikTok, on Telegram page where they assist every individual to go through the application. So they are aware of all the program requirements and everything. Okay, so I have a few questions in here. So before my guest join today, let me read the questions that I have. So Patricia Bafua is saying, please, is it advisable to apply using a phone? Patricia, uh, yes, it is advisable. But if you think you are not so conversant on the interface on the phone, please use a computer. You have a lot of uh, access to certain things. So if you have a computer, why not use a computer? I use both things. So if my laptop is near to me, I use it. If I have a phone around, I use it. So just use any device you think you are conversant with. But I would really advise you to use a computer or a laptop, just because the screen is wider and there are certain things you can easily see if you have done any mistake in it. For your phone, you'd have to scroll to the top and down to verify whatever thing that you've done. So please, if you have the luxury of using a laptop, why not use that? All right, the next question. Please share. Okay, so Lalitha Thiwari says, share, share, share. Yes, tell them to share. If you are in Cameroon, Sudan, okay, fine. Any part of Africa, please share to anybody who is willing and ready to teach in the US. I offered the services for free. I just want to help Africans to also relocate to the US. That is my aim, and that's my calling for this YouTube channel. It's interests me so much to see other Africans in the same school with, or when you go to any place, you can just look around, you hear someone's accent, and you realize the person is an African. It's so nice and interesting. So that is my aim for that. All right. Now the next question on YouTube. TikTokers, I'm still waiting for your question. I have only 7 people joined. Share the link, let people also join, let other teachers join. If you have a family member who is also a teacher, join and let's go ahead with everything. Okay. I'm still waiting for my guest. Okay. All right. Now let's continue. I'm still waiting for my guest. So when he comes in, all right. So the next question says, please can you review my resume for me? Kim Felix, I wish I could. I have a lot of things on my plate. Okay. So just it's your resume, and go to Google, type in let's say US resume format or sample. Just look at how it is and do the same. There is nothing special about it. Or connect your laptop to the internet and go to Word. There are templates of resume over there. Just choose any of it and use it. There is nothing so special about that. Just a US resume. That's all. Okay, so I don't have the time and to go through your resume. I have a lot of people suggesting that to me. All right, some will even go ahead by sending it. I don't have time for that. From Monday to Friday is school. I come to the house around 6 o'clock or 5:30. Okay, and I have to do some other things. I also have other businesses in Ghana that I run, so it is very, very, very difficult for me to help in that regard. So the the best help I'm offering is what I'm doing right now, being on live for 2 hours, answering questions and everything. Yeah. So please, please, I wish I could. Please, I'm a visual art teacher from Ghana. Please, can you check my CV for me? Then essentially the same thing. Go to Google, type in visual art teacher resume formats, US standards. You get a lot of them. Use the computer, guys. Use it. Use it. I knew nothing when I started this process. I knew nothing, absolutely nothing. But I was able to, gather information all from the internet. I didn't have so much experience in it. So please, as I am doing here, I want you to do the same. Research. Use ChatGPT. Use the internet, computer, Google. Type in whatever thing that you need. Okay. Mhm. From let's say TikTok. TikTok has said, I'm interested. All right. Good evening. Thank you for dedication in showing us the road. Oh, Sana, you are welcome. I said that is my calling. That is the only thing I can do to help Africa. And I really believe when one person is able to move out from a family of poverty, if that person is able to make it, there's other avenue the other family members can also go through to become rich or move out from poverty. Okay, so that is the main aim, poverty alleviation. I know teachers don't have so much money, but if one teacher in a family can relocate, it's a good thing. All right. Uh, Sana is saying, will Faces pay my plane ticket? Yes, Faces pay $750 as your air ticket. So if you get a higher cost air ticket, you will pay the rest and they will take the 750 part of it. Okay, so Faces do that. And I think TPG will also give TPG and EPI will give you a loan of $3,000 when you get here. All right. If you can remember, I have someone who came with $160 on Faces. I heard he was given a loan or something. If you watch my interview with Mr. Emmanuel on YouTube, just check it out. He came in the US with $160, and from there he was able to to get a loan from the agency, and he stayed till now. Okay, so that is the biggest opportunity you can ever get. So I always tell people, guys, this is the easiest way to come to the US. The easiest way. All right. And last week, if you can remember, I told you that I have this premonition that there will be a time when the US government may seize the intake of teachers, because if Trump wins now, if Donald Trump wins now, he is so stern on immigration laws. So anything can happen. So do not waste time. Get your evaluations done right now. Put in application. Let us. I know some agencies have opened their admissions for now, but around October, November, a lot of them will open up. So apply to massive of them. I've taught you how to do direct hiring. Okay, so do what to apply. Please, what are some of the questions they ask J2 dependents? All right, so when my wife went, and the wife of some other friends, where does your husband teach? When did he leave Ghana? Which state is he? When did you marry? How long have you been married? So these are basic questions. So you should know where your husband teaches, the school, the employer, his birthday. All right. If you're saying that is your husband, you should know those things. And anything on the DS 2019 that was sent to you. So take note of that. All right. All right. So please, what are some of the questions? I've answered you already. Share the link, please. On YouTube and Facebook. All right. Wisdom. Oh, okay. You are welcome, Wisdom. As I said, I'm here to serve. That's all I can do. And also, I want to apply a little advice. Patricia Bafua, please reframe your question. I don't understand it. EP application requests a 3-month bank statement. So I want to know if you have get $2,000 equivalent in your account, or the $2,000 is on when you apply for this. All right. So Lalitha Tiwari. Okay. Lalita Tiwari. So this is it. The U.S. embassy or the consulate where you go for your interview will never ask of the bank statement. They have given every power or the inquiry delegation to the agencies to check that you have all those things. So what EPI wants to hear from you is you have a statement that has the $2,000 on it. That's all that they need. Okay. During my time, a friend of mine collected money from different sources, and he dumped it into his account. So what you can do is use your, I always say this, use your teacher's salary account. I know no teacher has money back in Africa. That salary account, just whenever you get some small money, pass it through it. If you have a friend who usually get a lot of money with him, let him deposit at any branch, any bank. Okay, let the account be active. Even 3 weeks is okay. One month is okay. All right. And when you finally want to print a statement, let other sources or other money be deposited. Let it be up to the $2,000. Then you print a statement. EPI have no way of verifying from your bank. They have to go through a hectic problem to do that. Okay. So the statement should have $2,000 on it. I know you don't have $2,000, so that's one of the hack that I can give you. Collect money from sources, run their account, let friends deposit money, they withdraw, you deposit, you withdraw, let the money be in the account whilst you print it. So by the time you print it, your statement will show $2,000 on it. So that is it. The next question on TikTok, let me quickly do that. Is it also at okay? Oh, that someone is up here. Mabna is asking, how can I apply for my husband to join as H1 holder? Mabna, I don't get the question. Does it mean your husband is having H1B in the US at the moment? So if your husband is H1B, it means you are not working. So come again with your question. Okay. For H1B, just as Mabna said, if you want to come to the US with H1B, why would you want H1B? H1B has no 2-1-2 rule. When I say 2-1-2 rule, after 5 years on a J1 visa, you are supposed to go back to your home country, okay, and reapply in 2 years' time. That is the 2-1-2 rule. All right. So if you come with H1B, you don't go back home even after the program. Okay. So Mabna, please come again with your question. Let it be clear. Okay. Is it also advisable to, Senna, you are asking, is it advisable to get an international driver's license when coming? It's a waste of money, Senna. I came with a Ghanaian driver's license. I drove here for 3 months before going for my state license. Waste of money. Don't worry yourself. Use your local license, your local driver license. That that Kenyan driver license. Don't go for international. It will take you extra money to do that. I'm on TV application. If they ask if I have international driver license, say yes. If you have a Ghanaian driver license, it's international. Bogo, boga, OT, senior boga. So, Kojo Nyaku OT is another art teacher who just came to US. He's been helpful, and I have also been helpful in his life as well. He made me so happy when he told me that he has arrived. Okay. The next question on YouTube and Facebook, it says, please, what's the name of your Telegram page? All right. So if you want to join the Telegram page, go to YouTube. Any of my videos, I have the link down in the description section, or on TikTok, on at the bio section of my TikTok account, there is a link that starts with t.me and blah blah blah. Just click on that. It will take you straight to join the Telegram page. All right, good. So Naomi, welcome back. I always see you every Saturday. So Naomi is asking again. My question is about H1B visa. Some schools have vacancies for 2024. Can I apply for those or wait for vacancies? All right, Naomi, if you can remember, as we started talking about H1B, okay, I said if you want to cut short your application time, if you want to cut short your application time, yes, go to the try and find the HR or the recruiting officer's email address on their website and email them. My name is blah blah blah. I'm from Africa. I'm this teacher. I am, let's say, integrated science teacher in, let's say, Ghana. I don't know if you apply, if you employ teachers from outside the US, and if he or she answers, you don't waste your time going ahead with the application. If they say yes, ask again, do they offer sponsorship? They say yes, then that place is a go-to. So you can wait for the 2025 season to come. So latest by November, December, they will start publicizing the 2025 vacancies. All right. So now that's your question, your answer right there. Okay, Pap is saying, let's see. Pap, can you please elaborate on visa appointment? Since appointment date is a problem here in Ghana. Pap, visa appointment date is not a problem for J1 candidates. That is it. It is never a problem. I hear people talking about appointment date. If you are going for J1 visa, actually, on immigrant visa, we don't have struggles on appointment date. So that is it. If you get a job offer right now, if you book an appointment, you get the latest in 2 or 3 months' time. Even if you get that longer period, keep on checking. You get a closer date. All right. So date is not a problem. So date is not a problem. I'm trying to let in my guest who also has a lot of experience. Let me see. Okay, let's continue, guys. Okay, so that is never a problem. Next question, Abna, please. I'm asking how I can apply for my husband to join me here because I am on. Oh, okay, all right. So, Mabna, on the H1B, which job do you? Are you a teacher? Okay, so you're a teacher. There's contact your immigration lawyer that's filed for your H1B, and they will start with the H4 visa processing for your husband. So that's how it is done. Just let your employer know that you want to bring in your husband, okay? And if the lawyer is willing to let you know how to do that, you can go ahead with it. I think the lawyer can do it best for you because there are certain things that are very technical. All right, Mabna. So contact your lawyer that process your document through the immigration process to do it for you. All right. Yeah, the network. So even my Wi-Fi is struggling, so I'm using my hotspot internet from my phone, and I'm sure to say my hotspot data is getting out. Okay, so Sena is, am I only facing the network? Sena is everywhere. I'm facing network challenges at the moment. At my end, my Wi-Fi is not working, so so please bear with me, okay? Let's see what we can do. And Coyote, Bogo, Boga. All right, the next person on YouTube. I've learned a lot from you, Jennifer Darko. Oh, thank you so much, Mrs. Thank you for learning from me. That's what I'm called to do. I'm just here to serve. I love serving. That's it. So please take very good note from it. Apply if you're a teacher, and you can also sail through. All right. Please, a visual art teacher from Ghana. Any advice with application? That is entry. No special advice. It's just the application. Channel your energy to IAG. IAG is bringing a lot of art teachers. Okay, IAG and Faces art teachers. These two agencies, they bring a lot of them. All right. Oh, the internet is terrible today. My guest is trying to join. I think he's also facing a problem.
Yeah.
All right. So, guys, my guest is here. Oti, my internet connection is very, very good today. I don't know what's going on. They sent us an email that they're having some challenges as well. So I'm just trying to see what I can do to solve it. Kwesi Rail, is the proof of funds a necessity for all the agencies? All right. So TPG never asks their participants for any bank statement, but they let you know that you have a lot of expenses ahead of you, so you have to bring money. So they tell you to bring some minimum amount of funds. All right. So proof of funds, I've explained how to beat the system. Use your salary account and fund it. All right. Let people deposit their money into it. They withdraw. Then $20, let $2 or that amount reflect on it. Okay. So the next person is Mike Anarty. Mike Anarty, an American with a Nardi. All right. Mami Yakwa, please tell them again. So please, if you're watching on TikTok, please share the link to others. Share on Facebook, share on YouTube, on any of the social media platforms, and on Facebook as well. All right. So my guest is here. I'll let him in. His name is Mr. Emmanuel Arthur. I don't know if you've been watching my YouTube channel. I had an interview with him some time ago. He's also in South Carolina. And as other people are trying to, show appreciation, I would also want to show appreciation to this very colleague of mine who held me down when I got to the US. He gave me a place to sleep. He's just like a brother to me. So, and he's also knowledgeable about this cultural exchange program. So I invited him to join today so that he can also help to answer the questions. Mr. Imano, can you see the questions as they come on
Yeah.
my screen? The questions,
Yeah. I only see one
like this
question
one
for
right
now.
here. Do you see my Martin's question?
Yes. About the EPI.
Do you see that? Good, good. So it means you can read. All right. So
Yeah.
what do you have to say about that question? He says EPI, and I chose that my family is not coming with me, do I need to provide their passport or can I skip it? So, do you have anything to say
No,
about
you
that,
can
Mr.
just
Emmanuel?
keep it. Yeah, you need to just keep it for the initial stage. And this works for both EPI and the faces. In order not to lock
I think your
yourself into
volume is
something.
so down. Mr. Emmanuel, please speak up a little bit. Your volume is so down. Speak up.
Can you hear me now?
It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. Please go ahead.
Oh. Yeah, as I was saying, it's better to focus on you alone as the applicant rather than the case or your dependent. So you can just go ahead, you
Okay.
skip about the process of adding your family in order to see through the journey. And at the later part, you can just update your portal about your family, your wife, and their passport and other things. And this is really good for EPI alongside with faces. Yeah.
Okay.
So I would suggest the person go ahead and just stop turning in passport for the family, the case, and others. It may happen that even some years ahead, you don't want to bring them here. The job is just travel and see. You
Okay.
need the cultural exchange. So you as the applicant, you start with the process for now and let's see.
Okay. So the next question is on TikTok. Sorry, you can't see from TikTok. The person is asking which states that TPG work with, which places or which states in the US that TPG post their teachers. And fortunately, he's also under TPG, so he knows a lot about them. So he answered that. So if you're on TikTok, Mr. Emmanuel is trying to answer the states TPG mostly post their teachers to.
All right. For TPG, where's my host sponsor, and I always give them a plus because it's easy to apply on TPG. It's easy to go through their stages. TPG mostly deal with North Carolina, South Carolina, and Florida. Those are the three states that mainly most of the teachers are being posted to. So if you are thinking of joining the US on this exchange program, then you should aim at South Carolina, North Carolina, and Florida. Those are the three main places that TPG posts their
Okay.
teachers.
Okay, good. Good. So in addition to that, they also post other people to Florida. Okay. So Mami Nyakwan, those are the states. And one thing I'll let you know, if you are using the internet, okay, there are some states that are dying in need of teachers. Also focus your attention on them. Florida, Tennessee, Nashville, uh, South Carolina, North Carolina. I think around Washington area there too, they also need teachers. Virginia and Maryland, they need teachers a lot, and Chicago, Illinois. All right. So those areas, focus your attention on them. Even if you want H1B, attack them like Kakai. Okay. Attack them with applications. So don't joke with it. All right. The next question. My guest just went off the line. Okay. The next question is Kwesi Real. I was told they only want to verify if you are a teacher. So if you don't have up to $2,000, your salary account can make you qualify. So as I was saying, Kwesi Real, the salary account, I've made people use it and it worked. The reason why you are using the salary account is because every month that account is busy, it's working. But if you go ahead, take someone's account, a dormant account, and you deposit money into it, oh, EPI will just drop you. Okay, they've been doing that. So using your personal account with your name on it, a busy account already, it doesn't raise red flags. All right. Okay, so that is it. I'm bringing in my guest again. All right. Now the next question is on Facebook again. Please share if you're on TikTok. Share if you're on Facebook. Share. All right, Mr. Emmanuel. Someone is asking. Okay, it's on the screen. Can you say something about it?
Yeah, I was told they only want to verify if you have a teacher and you don't have up to $2,000. No, which sponsor is asking for that?
So
That money goes on
it's
EPI.
EPI.
They usually ask for
Good.
bank
Good. So
statement.
yeah.
Yeah, it's good. You need
All
to
right.
build the
So
home
he's trying.
ties. You need to know, you need to let them prove to them that you are responsible and you can pay some of the process by your own without any doubt or anything. So
Okay.
you can just gather some amount in your bank statement, fill the statement, which is clearly unique or special for you to reach up to $2,000. Then you print that statement. Later on, you can withdraw the money and invest in other business that you have. So it's good. It's mainly important that you bring
Oh,
spec document when you're applying on EPI. But EPI is mainly on documentations.
okay,
But if you're able to prove everything to them, it's easy to say through with EPI.
okay, good, good.
And what I know,
And
like
he
last year, what I
mentioned
know
of
is that
home
you don't,
ties.
yes,
Oh, go ahead, go ahead.
you don't need to keep the money like 1 month, 2 months, 3 months in the account. No, they just want to know that there's possibility that you can raise an amount of like $2,000. So you can put the money in your accounts like today by 3 days or a week time. You can just print the statement and withdraw the money. There's nothing which is wrong with that. But they just want to know that when there is a need for you to provide some money, like even if you are high tomorrow and you're supposed to travel with it, can you prepare yourself to travel? That's why they need all these home tie documents to also know more about you. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So Lalita, your question has been answered as well. So he did mention of home ties document. If you've been wondering what home ties document, so home ties document is just listen to how the name goes. Home ties. So something that would let you come back to your home country after the cultural exchange program. So your land document is one. They don't take car document. So land document. If you have a treasury bills, if you have a business. So my time I use my business certificate and all that. So if you have those things, it is very good. I've heard people do forge land documents and other things. I don't know how far it went with them. So home ties, that's what it means. All right. Okay. So the next question is Patricia Bafwa is asking, when should I apply? Is there any threshold or an entry point that someone should start applying to these agencies, Mr. Arthur?
Most of the agencies have just started, like Faces,
Okay.
EPI. I know about TPG is also working. So you don't need to hold on because most of the people are applying from this moment. So if you want to stay delay for some time, I don't think that will help you. I will prefer the person just get started with it like today. The applications need
Okay.
to be done. And the best way to make this journey is to get a credential evaluation. So I think in order to obtain the credential evaluation, they should follow your channel, go by the process that you have on it on what I want to remember that company that you always deal with. Spantran.
It's fun. It's fun turn. Yeah.
Yes. Get the evaluation done within 10 days, 10 business days. That is 270 USD or so. And start with the process by now.
Okay.
And we hope that latest by December, you may be contacted by one of the sponsors and you are good to go. And
Okay.
let's
Good.
clarify some
Good.
things right here about the CV, how we prepare our CV. The CV needs to be a detailed
Mhm.
CV, detailed one, explaining your qualities, what you have been doing at work. Not that I'm a teacher in a middle school, I'm a teacher in a elementary school, in a high school, teaching math, that's all. No. What are some of the qualities of a math teacher? What are you doing right there? That should be in the CV. If not, just forget about companies like Faces or Interlarge. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that company's name well. Interlarge or so.
Yeah.
They go with detailed CV. So prepare something that is very, very important. If you don't know how to go by it, get some template. Let somebody help you to build a strong CV. That's it.
All right. So on the CV, guys, I always tell you to use the resources on the internet. Just go to YouTube. Go to Google. Type in math teacher resume samples US standards. It will just give you a lot of them, and you see what he's saying. Let's say math teacher at Antoine Senior High. The duties and responsibilities, taking attendance, preparing lesson. It should be detailed as he's saying. So that is just use Google. Type. If you have heard about ChatGPT, just type "you are a math teacher." Prepare a one-page resume for a cultural exchange program. It will gladly send you a nicely prepared one. Okay, so use the internet. Use the internet. That is it. All right, guys. The next question: TikTok has no one is asking a question, so I'll focus on those on Facebook. All right. Now the next question is: I applied. Okay, I applied to EPI. passed the interview, requested for bank statement and span evaluation, only to receive a message that they are sorry, they can't continue and they can't disclose the reason. That is entry. So EPI did the same thing to me. They will just put you on hold for nothing, for no reason. Sometimes they have their own reasons, but they'll never let you have it. So I to me, I tell you to apply to a chunk of the agencies, apply to a lot of
Yeah.
them. Don't waste your time on EPI. I've never even advised anybody to apply to EPI because people are struggling to get home tie documents, people are struggling to get other documents that are needed. So you can forget about EPI, apply to other agencies as well. And see you there. You can get an agency recruiting you. All right. So then essentially, don't waste your time on EPI. Channel your attention on others. All right. The next thing, I think my guest is out. Let me see if he can. Let me kick him out. He joins again. The next question is on TikTok. Has share the link. All right. So the next thing is on. So when you are placed on hold by EPI, can I use another? Yes, you can use another email address. It will show they might
Yeah, but
flag you for the
that
same
will not
problem.
be the best option. It will be the best option. It's the same problem
Mm-hmm.
because they know
Mm-hmm.
what or the reason for declining your application. So since you have your evaluation already, why don't you go to a different sponsor and do your work?
Simple.
That's an
Simple.
easy task.
Simple. Simple. Apply to others. Apply to others. Okay. Now the next question is from Patricia Bafua. He's asking when is the taking application. Martha has already commented on that, so we won't waste time on it. It should be now. Stop asking when is the deadline. Why are you asking of the deadline? Are you ready to travel? If you are ready, get the requirements and let's go. Okay. It is a waste of time to be
Yeah,
asking when is the deadline, when are they closing applications, when are
yeah,
faces take
that's it. Just
applications
go
all
ahead.
year round, all year round. A lot of them. So stop asking those questions. If you have sent me a message on WhatsApp, I intentionally ignore such messages because we've been wasting time on preparing for all these things. So latest by February, you should get a job offer. All right, guys. Stop asking when are they taking applications. Be ready for the game. Mhm. All right. So the next question, Isaiah Olasupo from Nigeria. I applied to PACT and they said my GPA does not meet their requirement. I graduated with second class lower. Should I try other agency? Mstata, do you
Yes.
have anything to say about that? Uh-huh.
Yeah, that is yes. Strictly yes. Apply to other companies and let's see. Because there's nothing wrong with
Simple.
being second class lower. You can still teach with it.
Lower.
So if I think last year they have only few candidates who were able to pass through part. That's Palmetto agency of that stuff also. So just face your sponsor,
They
get a
don't take
different company, and just apply it. That's it. What we need most is the
okay.
credential evaluation. It's not about your EP and other stuff that we are talking about.
Okay. Okay. So if you want to go further, you can go to Google and type GPA to teach. Okay, a qualifying GPA to teach in the US, and you will find out from 2.5 to to the top is the qualified GPA that you can use to teach in the US. So second class lower qualifies you to teach. So just focus on other agencies. Forget about PACT and apply to others. Now the next question. I want to apply to IAG, but it's not going through. Even the first page doesn't open. Any help on that? Kwaku Ansa, when did you start experiencing that problem? I haven't opened IAG recently, so I'll just check it up. I have if you have problem with that. All right. The next question is someone is asking Kim Felix, Mr. Can you answer that? He says, is TPG application open?
Mhm. We don't, most of the sponsors they
All right.
don't have open and close. Just go online and put your
Open and
application on
close.
it. And anytime they are ready for you, they will just contact you, have an interview with you, and a follow up questions.
Simple.
So go ahead. Don't wait for any set date or
Simple.
set time. Go ahead and put your application in it.
Mhm. Mr. There's a question on the screen. Can you? there,
Yeah, yeah, I can
there's
see
someone
my
on the
own
screen.
wife, Lema Prempoma. Yeah. I hope she's doing good. She's a great woman who is working behind the scene. And we do appreciate you, Prema.
All right. The next question says, with a bank statement, can rural bank be used, or it should only be commercial banks? Tata.
Any bank is recommended. That's what
Okay.
I know. The moment you have your account number, you have your routing number, your other stuff, your names, everything on it, which is authentic. Because at times, these people, they are very, very expert. They can verify. You cannot just edit somebody's statement.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot just edit somebody's statement. So just a right document from any bank that you save or that you can make it up from. And just upload that document. That'll work.
Okay. All right. And
So we have so many
please, can
sponsors who
you
doesn't need bank statement. So I don't see
bank
why
statement?
people just get themselves stuck with bank statement. Why you can apply on
It's
other
EPI.
sponsors who doesn't need your bank statement?
I think the problem is from EPI. People are wasting their time on EPI. I've never ever encouraged anybody to, spend their application strength on EPI. EPI will take a lot of documents later to tell you that we are sorry to put you on hold with no explanation. So I do not encourage anybody to waste
Yeah,
their precious time on EPI. I just even know a few people that came on
yeah,
EPI. The rest, a lot of people are helping. So don't waste time. The internet is so bad today. All right, the next one is it says, how is it done? Please, Tom, are you new in Israel? Go to my YouTube feed. Okay, my YouTube post. There's a video on requirements, list of sponsors, on all the processes. So just go there, and you can also start with application. So if you are new here, Tony, go and start from scratch. Go to my YouTube channel, go to TikTok page. There are videos up there where you can refer from how to get started, the requirement and everything. And on top of it all, you can also join my Telegram page where we have topics for each requirement, list of sponsors, sponsors that charge money, that sponsor for free, evaluation
yeah,
issues and all that. Go to my Telegram page. If you're not part of it, just go to any of my YouTube videos. In the description section, there is a Telegram link. Click on it. It will take you straight to the page. You can also go to TikTok with the same name, Yao Abre. There is the Telegram link on the bio section. So do that. Okay. Let me see if someone on TikTok is asking. TikTokers, you are so silent today. All right. The next person is saying, with a credential evaluation, should I add the training colleague transcript and the 2 years post diploma degree? I can use only the okay. Patricia, I don't know if you went to a 4 year straight bachelor's degree. If you did, I know someone who dropped the diploma certificate and apply using only the 4 year bachelor's degree. But I'll advise you the same amount that Spantran
yeah,
or
yeah.
EE
If
are
you add
taking
the two,
from
that
you.
is
If you
good.
add the two, add two, and you'll be safe. They don't charge anything extra. So if you have even three, just add the three. They will do it for you at one go. Because if you mistakenly drop one of your certificates and later the agencies tell you to add your diploma, you'd have to pay extra for that. So at a go, just
Yes.
order for
You know,
the two. It's okay.
some of the companies or the sponsors, they go through your transcript to
Mm-hmm.
study about the courses that you had during that school year. So it's good you add a
Yeah.
diploma to it. Because maybe there are some people who had Bachelor of Science, BEd in Mathematics from UCC, and you can see just only three courses in maths. All the rest are different subjects altogether, which cannot qualify them to be
HIE.
math teachers in the USA. Yes, but if you're able to add the courses that you had during your diploma time, that can see you through, that can help you out. So it's good to add a diploma to the degree that you have. Because I came with the same procedure.
Okay.
I finished with training college and I added my 2 years degree on it, and that's working for me here.
Okay. The internet is terrible today. All right. So the next question says, please getting reference letters from my school is become difficult. Any advice? Okay, I'll speak for Dennis Entry.
This one,
Uh,
this
I can't
question is
advise you.
something that you have to solve it yourself. Why is it difficult to you? Why
I
is it
can't
difficult?
advise you.
Is your head not willing to
Mhm.
write or do it? This one, you need to private message or DM somebody to help you with that. Maybe someone have to speak to your head about how to go by the process. You know, some people's are headmasters, headmistress, and other people's. When they assign you to prepare even your lesson notes, you don't do it. And at the end, you want them to help you with other process. They are not going to do it. So let's talk after this session or behind the scene and let's see the way forward that we can help you out with that.
All right. All right, Dennis. So you heard that there are some advice we can give on social media. So you just DM us. We will try and help you, advise you in certain ways, and we shall see what may come out from it. All right. I think no one is asking any questions so far. So within some few minutes, I'll ask some few questions from Mr. Arthur. And if there are no more questions, we will just call it a day because the internet is not helping us, so we don't have to waste my time today. All right. So we're still waiting for people to join on TikTok. I have only 5 TikTokers. You didn't share today, so still have people to join. All right. So before we answer that question, okay, one new question is in here. Real, you said my school don't have a letterhead. I created my own and have even a Kwesi real. I can't show
Yeah, so if
your
you have
answer
created
to
your own letterhead and you've created your stamp, you can donate this to the school. And that means you are helping the school, you love the school. So it's good. We need to be innovative. Create letterhead, get a stamp for your head so that he or she can endorse your recommendation letters for you. That should be the right process that you need to go by. That's a good option. And I do appreciate that.
Okay. So Equatorial, please, let me advise you quickly. So, whenever we are having a live session, there are some things you can't publicly know. If it is illegal, you can't publicly let us know. Okay, that's why I said the person who asks the questions, DM us. Probably we have people who have the same issue and they will tell us how they went about their problem. So don't let us know that's the reason why I took off your answer. So it's for your own good, because it's for your own good. If any of the agencies should pick up this comment right here, they will just flag you that you are applying to their outfit with forged document and other stuff. So don't ever do that again. Okay, don't ever. All right, there is a question on TikTok. Where is she? Let me see. Mami Nyakwa paper on TikTok. Please ask your question again. Please forgive me if I did not answer. Please ask the question again. Let me quickly get you an answer from my my able guest. All right. So even before another question come. All right. So Mr. Atta, so you are in your third year now. How is the job so far? How is the teaching job?
I could say it's not bad. It's not bad, but it's travel and see. Just come and experience how teaching in the US is trending right here. And with the third year, I'm adjusted to the job, but I will not say it's an easy task. It's a very difficult task to be a teacher in the United States. But if somebody is in the third year, someone is in the fifth year, others are in their second year, as average in second year, I think you can also do it. So let's all get together, put our fingers across, and just board and join us next year and experience how the classroom is in America. Your first day at
Okay.
school will even show
So
to you about the cultural exchange. Your first day at school will show to you about the cultural exchange.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, can you give some slight details? Why is this so difficult? It's difficult to teach in the US. So why is this so difficult?
Um, what I can comment on for now is all about the classroom management and the use of technology.
Mm.
The classroom management and the use of technology, because in the classroom a lot of things is going on there. None of the procedures in the classroom is similar to that we have in Africa. None of them. So if you are thinking about your strategies that you are using, whereby you can even leave the case in a room, being in the
You
ICT room, the staff room, taking your lunch and other stuff in your home country, no, you cannot do this. It's really a difficult task to manage them. You can manage 15 cases at a time. Whilst back home, you can manage 70 cases in a room. So you should be prepared that you are coming to train case from the scratch.
Mhm,
So in this process,
mhm.
what you need to do is that you continue to watch YouTube, study about how to manage the class. Wanna do.
All right. I think I'll take off my guess. So, uh, Mr. Arthur said, "Travel and see." Yes, maybe there are things we can't share on screen. Okay, there are certain things these students would say to you that you might want to hit your head in a tree. Okay, we don't. So if you say you want to travel, just travel and see. All right. So Abigail Boahima Nyame is asking, how do I use my treasure bill as a home tie? Okay, I think I haven't used it before, but on EPI's website, they let you know the documents you can use as home ties, and I quite remember treasure bills is part of it because treasure bills in the country is like a property. If it's back home, definitely if something happens, you'd want to come back and check on it. So treasure bill is part your land document, your house document. Unfortunately, cars are not part of it. But business, if you have a side business where your name is on documents and everything, you can use that as well. All right. And I said, Abigail, don't waste your time on EPI. I'll discourage everybody any day. I'll discourage okay. I'll discourage anybody any day to uh not apply to EPI. Okay, Mavis appear. Please link up I for an interview. Okay, all right. I'll need you for an interview, so please link up. Maybe so that you can also share your experience. There was a question here. Let me quickly. Mami Nyakwa on TikTok is saying, please, as a French teacher, what are the expectations? Do they need fluent teachers, fluent speakers? Mami Nyakwa, so I have a Ghanaian French teacher in my school, and you are supposed to translate certain French words into English. So that's how it is. There is there is nothing like you are going to be interviewed in French. Everything is done in English, but you are the teacher and you teach in English, and you also translate in French. So let's say, how do you count numbers in French? And they track out. So n is one, day is two. So that's how it is. Not some serious fluent speaker, but since you said you are a French teacher, at least you should be able to speak French, lah. Or I'm trying to bring in my guest again. Let me quickly do that. Let me see. Okay, let me see if I can. Mhm. All right, now let's go back to it. So, Mami Nyakwa, it's not about some serious French teacher. If even by your name, I know you are not a French person from any of the Francophone countries. All right, the next question is asking, how do I use treasury bills? Okay, I've already explained that. The next question answer: if I have savings account apart from my salary account, can I use that instead of salary account? Yes, you can. It should have your name on it. It should have your name on it, and just run it. Find people's money, deposit and you print out and give it to them. I said only EPI at the early stages will request for a bank statement, so don't waste your time on EPI. Mhm. Mr. Pierre, I will need you to, contact me, DM me on any of the platforms. I want you to share your experience with us. It is not easy. So just let me know which school district you are teaching and which state are you at the moment, and we'll connect from there. All right, I'm still waiting for some few words from my guest. His phone went off, so he's trying to connect with a different phone at the moment. So I'll wait for that. All right. Some few things I would want to chip in is about the direct hiring that I explained last week. Okay. I've mentioned about four websites or platforms where you can get job listings for teachers. And it is EdJoin, it is Indeed.com. It should be the one in US. It is about Simply Hired. It is about K12 Job Spots. And there's this other one. Is it Power School? No, I've forgotten about, but basically these are the four main places where you can get teaching job listings on. So guys, make sure you always share the video to others, share the link to other teachers who are interested in relocating to the US. As I told you, I love to serve, I love to share information, and I would also encourage you to also verify on every message or every information I give out here. Okay, always verify. Go to Google, type in whatever thing that I say, and I love to be corrected. If you find anything different, just let me know, Mr. Abre. This is that, so that. Oh, okay. So Mami Yakwa Pepra, it's my internet. I think it's not yours. So, Mami Yakwa, you said you didn't get to listen to the answer. So I'm saying that here in the US, interviews are conducted in English. The French teacher said she was interviewed in English, not in French. So the fluency part doesn't come in here. But when you go to the classroom, you'll be teaching in English and you translate to them anything that you mention to the kids in French. Basically, just as we learn French back home, that's how it is being taught over here. So the fluency part shouldn't deter you in any way. Okay, I think my guest is here again. Let me see. I'm still waiting for my guest for some few adapts. All right. So, as I said, latest by okay. So latest by November, December, a lot of the agencies are opening. So get your documents ready. You know by now all the requirements that are needed for this trip. Your 4-year bachelor's degree, if you went to a teacher's college for a diploma, you're going to need that as well. You combine the two of them and use it to apply for a credential evaluation. So the second requirement is credential evaluation. And the next is 3 recommendation letters. I'm not talking about recommendation letters from your university where you had your degree. Okay, it's your professional recommendation letters, your principal, your headmaster, assistant headmaster, and a supervisor, or headmaster, assistant headmaster, and your colleague. So these are the 3 recommendations that most of the agencies do need. All right. Okay. So before I continue, there's a question here that needs answering. So the person is asking, can you have interview in a new country rather than your home country if you don't live in your home country? Yes, of course you can. I have a teacher in my class, the French teacher I was talking about. She was teaching in France, and she went for her interview in France, the U.S. embassy in France, and at the moment she's here. I know other teacher who came from South Africa. I know other teacher who came from Dubai. So these are the 3. But if you still want to travel down to Ghana to have your interview, if you still want to travel down to your home country for an interview, that is also up to you. Okay. And let's say your visa is expired in the your current country where you live, and you go back home and you can't go back to that country. What will you do? So yes, apply for the appointment in the foreign land where you live at the moment, then go there. You might even be favored in that space rather than coming to your home country. All right. So that is it. I'm still waiting for Mr. Arthur if he can chip in some few. Okay, I'll be part of the next school year. I mean, I want to see just Obi Amrebi. I want everybody to come and experience how the job is. Okay. Mhm. By the way, let me chip in this. giving you all the information, I'll also let you know that. Okay, I think my guest is in. All right, so Mr. Arthur is here. Mhm. Okay, Mr. Arthur. Hello. Hello. Yes.
Yeah, I'm so
Welcome
sorry.
back.
I had to do one
So,
or two things.
oh, no worries. There were some few questions that I did try to answer. So this is one.
Mhm.
Please read on the screen and see if you can see something about it.
How do I use treasure bill as a home tie document?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
honestly,
It's
I don't know. I don't know
if
how
you
to
go
use
to
this
if
one. No,
okay,
no.
all right. So if you go to EPI's website, Treasury bill is part of the document that you can use as a home tie document. So I did mention of that. So that was the reason why she was trying to ask how do they use. But I'm sure there is a document that Bank of Ghana or your home country bank
Yeah,
where
they
you
should
did the
give you
Treasury
some
bill
letters
would
so
give
that you
out.
can attach it to the treasure bill.
Good, good, good,
Yeah,
good. Because Treasury bill
and
is
that's
like
how it works.
an asset in your home country. Yeah. I haven't used it
Mhm.
before, but EPI said you can use it. So definitely you can be the first person to use that. So try it if you want it. And there's another one here. Is
Mhm.
and the person is asking.
Sorry. If it's saving account and it's vibrant, that you always
Mhm.
deposit, you take off, you deposit, you take off, that could be used. But like you have just deposited
Good.
about $2,000 in your account for about 2, 3 years, no transaction is going through. That will never work because what they want to know is that it should be flowing
Good.
in and out. It should be flowing in and out. That's all about
Good.
bank statement. So it should be something that you always
Good.
go into it. You withdraw, you deposit. You can build that statement.
Okay. Good. And as I said, U.S. consulate will never ask of the bank statement. It's just
No, these are
a
just
formality
about the
that they want
sponsor.
you. It's all about the sponsor. They want you to be sure that you're going to spend on your own when you get to the US. You're not going to be a burden on the US government. So that is why they need a statement. And there's this question right here. Let me see. Uh-huh. So this question, do you have anything to say about it?
Oh yeah, we have some Africans who came from SE, now South Africa and France and other places like UK. They are all here. So no, it doesn't matter being in Ghana or in Nigeria or Cameroon or Kenya. Any place that you are by the moment, you can still have your interview. You can still do it.
Good, good, good. So don't be deterred by where you live at the moment, even if you don't live in your home country. I think according to the U.S. Department of State's requirement, is it said you should have at least 2 year teaching experience. So
Yes,
if you have
with
taught
bachelor's degree.
for the last which bachelor's degree, so if you have taught for 10 years and let's say the last 8 months you haven't been teaching, I think you can also apply. You can also apply, but I don't know how you're going to get your recommendation letters. So that is a problem. So
Yeah, but
for
say you
recommendation
can
letters,
reach
I
back.
said
Yeah,
that
yes, you can reach
you're
back to
going
your schools and take those letters from them. Let them state the number of years they have
good,
spent with you being a teacher, and that works.
good, good, good. I can't remember. I spoke to someone from is it IAG or something, and I asked the same question. He said
Mhm.
if you have left the teaching position for at most 8 months, you can still apply. So don't be deterred by at the moment I'm schooling in UK and I have left school. Do I qualify? Apply. Try and contact
Mhm.
your former schools to get you the recommendation letter or the reference letters and apply. You can also come through with that. Mhm. So I have very few minutes left. If no one is going to ask any questions, I'll let Mr. Arthur say some few words before we we say bye bye for today's session. I think most of the questions were about the bank statement. The lots of questions that came in is about bank statement, which I think you shouldn't waste time on EPI. Be worried about bank statement, because at the early stage, finding that bank statement is going to cripple you from going ahead with the application. Spread your application. Apply to even the companies that are charging money. Apply to Spirit. Spirit will open up very soon. Green Heart, GEC. Apply. Just throw your applications out. If you want a list of sponsors, on my Telegram page, there's a document I have uploaded under the list of sponsors. Go there. We have a section that displays free sponsors and the ones that charge money also. So just focus your application on them and leave EPI alone. We'll not go on. So, Mr. Arthur, do you have any few words to add up before we sign
So,
off today's program?
what I want to comment is about there are a lot of people who are reaching out. How do I go by the process? How do I this? DM me, other stuff. Just watch your Abri YouTube channel, and you have all the steps that you need to follow right there. So when you are stuck in the middle way, that's the means or the process or the right time that you need to DM or chat us about what do I need to do. So if you are just joining our channel today, go back into your average channel on YouTube, Facebook, and other places. Know from the scratch where do I need to start from. And if you are serious to travel on J1 visa, which we are all working on it, get your evaluation done. Don't think about the amount involved, like 4,000 Ghana cedis or the 270 USD. Because right now, somebody call you, can you pay $5,000 for a visa? You are going to write to your bank seeking for money to travel. So why don't you invest for your future? Get us some money, get your evaluation done, and let's start from that point. That is all that I have for my new peoples or my charitable peoples who are with us today. I wish them a good luck as they start the process today. Yeah.
Okay, good. And I have this small comment I would want to add up. So to me, I think in the next 5 years, that next 5 to 10 years, the U.S. government may cut on the recruitment of international teachers. What do you think?
Oh, this is clear because we have the power of AI. AI is working massively. You know, the technology is high. Most people are coming here. Others too are teaching online. So if you want to just join us, I think this is the right time because everything shows that
It's
within
the
some
right
few
time.
years, this process can end in the middle of the year. Somehow, maybe within 2 or 3 years, it can end up because a lot of people are coming to teach and they are doing a great job too.
A
And the
lot of
AI tool is working.
a lot of
Online resources. People are staying home,
good.
learning online. So how do they come to the classroom for you to teach? So let's try and join the ship right
Mm,
now to cross the river before it's too late.
good, good, good.
All right.
So, apart from Ghanaians, I always say there are other countries that are flooding this. There are other countries like Jamaica, Philippines. There are some companies, but Africa we have
Indians.
very few. Let's talk about Kenya.
Mhm. Cameroon.
So Cameroon, yeah, we have people from Cameroon. Yeah, we have people from Cameroon. So I want Africans. This program is for Africans. Join the ship, come over to the US. Let us see a lot of Africans all around. We want to flood this area. We want to flood this area because I know there is poverty in Africa. And if one
On
of
the
you
classroom
from your
too,
family
let's
is
learn more about technology in the US. Let's experience more
good,
technology skills. How US classroom is really is. Just come and experience. Even if you can spend just a year right here and go back, you will learn a lot of new skills and you know how to handle our babies. I'll call our students as babies because our students back home are very responsible too. So let's come here and just teach for a year. And I think when you get back home, you are going to say a lot to your kids. You are going to appreciate what they are doing too because they are struggling, but they are really good kids.
okay, so guys, I want to see lots of Africans over here. And someone is asking, what is teaching experience certificate? Okay, so teaching experience certificate is about experience verification. Okay, so on TPG sometimes ask you to upload your appointment letter, your pay slip, anything that shows that you are teaching. Okay, so sometimes some of the agents may ask experience verification letter. It's just a letter your principal or your HR or your accountant would write, proving that you've been teaching in this school for this number of years. This is a subject to teach. So that is teaching experience certificate. We don't have that in our country, but if you have your what do you call it, experience verification letter, a letter proving that you've been teaching and you have taught in the school for a number of years, so that is what the teaching experience certificate is. Now the next thing is the teaching license mandatory. Some agencies would request for that. It could be mandatory for some agencies. And the last one is Yusuf Zakia. Yusuf, please, I have my credentials ready, but my forget about the driving license. Some agencies may not request for the driving license at the early stage. Faces has a lot of people on them. That's why they are doing teachers. So forget about faces. Apply to companies that may not take the scan copy of your driving license at the early stages, and you'll be good to go. All right, guys. So I'll just want to drop the curtain. If you are not part of the Telegram group, if you have not subscribed, I have 20 people on Facebook and YouTube. Guys, subscribe to the YouTube channel. And it's always good if I have more people listening to this sermon, so that the main aim for this channel will be achieved by letting the non-Africans have foreign teaching experience. And this is also part of a way of elevating poverty from Africa, because if one person is out from their family full of poverty, the money that they get, they send some home, it can solve certain things over there. And aside that, your teaching experience, your foreign teaching experience is also important. So let's meet here next week. Subscribe to the channel, share it to others as well. If you have any question, as usual, our Telegram is there. Drop your questions there. If I'm free, I'll just answer lively, or there are other people who are very vibrant over there. We have their names. I have Clement over there. I have a lot of people that I cannot mention their names here. So go on Telegram. The link is on under the description section of my YouTube videos, and TikTok or the bio section. So guys, see you next week.